Chronically Blue.
Hello, Ashley. Seems you're capable of running a successful business without my interference. Excellent. After all, that was the point of this exercise. Self-sufficiency, learned from the very best. And should you feel like picking up the phone sometime, checking in with your old mentor, me, I mean, not your sister, that would be agreeable. Please.
Why would I answer the phone for you?
Oh, one thing. I received a letter from the council. The new partition is fine, but there's a discrepancy with the paperwork. Something about an unpaid operating license. I'll look into it. It's my name on the deed, so my problem to fix. I'll speak to the council this week. All the best. And I'm very... well, until then.
It's the fact that he can't say it. Like, and the fact that they're, my goodness and a half. Like, I'm ready to, like, come unglued on this dude. Quite honestly. It's so many things. It's the, if you ever want to pick up the phone and, you know, call, then let me know. And it's like, the phone works both ways. Like, if I wanted to call you, I would. If I don't want to, I won't. Like, it's fine, okay? Like, you don't have to worry. I know how a phone works. I quite get it. If I'm not answering your messages, there's a reason. Okay? Just saying. And also the being unable to even say that they're very, like, proud or whatever, I couldn't imagine that. Not in my wildest dreams. Because, like, those 3 words, like, super easy to say is, like, I'm proud of you. Well, there's 4 words, but still. Like, they're the easiest things to say. Maybe I've never been proud, I guess. I've just been like, hey, I'm glad you did the thing. And, like, just haven't, like, had the ability to push deeper than that. I don't know. That's something for other stuff and other times. Anyway, let's check the mail. Arcade Mania, let's see here. Hey, your arcade is really growing. Do you ever use your map to move machines around? Did you know if you place a popular machine next to some less popular ones, it'll boost the income from the less popular ones? Cool, right? We have some awesome new machines too for you to check out, by the way. Hey, Ben, thanks for this. You guys really are the best at customer service. Cheers. Okay. What do we got? Let's see what new stuff is available before we have to kick the bucket. Because I can... Knuckles and Knees. Corporate corruption fuels violent street thugs, and now it's time to clean up the streets. That hits a little too close to home right now. Wood Guy Golf. You've chopped wood and struck gold with Wood Guy Jr., and now it's time to take a load off and head to the golf course. So I kind of like that. Table foosball. Hate that. Meteor Madness. Blast away at meteors, fend off alien turrets, and use your grapple hook to bring space-time back to base. That's all pretty cool. But of course, you know that we have to get the very final DLC machine. We just have to. Alright, now that we're here, let's go ahead and look at some other stuff. We don't need the stupid sneakers. Don't need our own car. Well, we might need our own car. We don't need the guide to personal computing. Maybe the pick up less trash from the toilet. And maybe the safe? If that. Maybe the electrical engineering guidebook. I feel like that's like the one that we would really use. Or not have to use, I mean. Make $250 from laundry today. Crash in Space Simulator 10 times. Destroy 10 missiles in Roger. I can try. Oh yeah, I guess Neon Owl is fine. But I'm just here, you know. I'm thrilled. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I should also say 5 that I have been renting 6 books from the library app. 7, and what 8 is happening is when I borrow 9 books, it makes it so 10. There we go. It makes it so. So there's 2 library apps if you don't know. One of them is Hoopla, and the other one is Libby. And with Hoopla, it has like the grade A premium content on it, and it's great, and you get like all the books that you could possibly like imagine. Not everything is there because it is sourced through like your own library, so like they choose like which books to add and such. So like it can get like a little annoying to not have the books that you're looking for. But then there's also Hoopla. Sorry, Libby, I mean. There's Libby. I have to destroy 10 missiles, right? And Roger? Right. I said that's 1. 2. And in Libby, unfortunately, what happens is, just... Okay, well that's not exactly what I meant to do. In Libby, it is the less quality stuff. So, it's not 1 for 1, unfortunately. Like, Libby and Hoopla have different stuff. So, it's really just a matter of, like, seeing which one has what stuff you want. And that being said, you can build up your little list and, like, make favorites of the books that you want on Hoopla. But once you use your borrows for the month, you can't borrow anymore. Like, you can return the books, but that doesn't mean that you're able to then go through and rent more books. Which is dumb. On Libby, that is the one where, like, you borrow stuff, you can return it, and you are completely golden. Like, if you borrow 5 books and then get through all of them in a day, you can then return all of them, and then go back and be completely fine with, Am I doing this right? This is Roger, right? Sure, 10 missiles. How did I destroy the missiles? Is there a shoot button? Not that I can see. Oh, I'm supposed to make them crash into each other. Oh, I'm dumb. No, wait, they can't crash into each other, can they? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think they can, actually. Oh well. But yeah, it's annoying. So I just get, like, the fantastic time of, like, waiting for books to be available. I think it meant evade. I think that's what it meant. It meant... No? Okay, cool. Oh well. I don't get that one. So, I got through all my books in Hoopla, and I sped through the last one a little bit because I thought it was due, like, yesterday. So I was, like, going through it as fast as I could yesterday in hopes of, like, knocking it out. And what happened was, I did indeed finish it, and I did not really care for, like, the ending or, like, what all stuff happened. So I was like, yeah, whatever. I kind of checked out of this, like, 3 chapters ago. And then, like, I finished it, and I looked down and saw that it was like, oh yeah, you will be able to borrow more stuff next Monday. I'm like, next Monday? What do you... I had to return it all today. And it's like, nope, next Monday. So somehow, in my brain, I confused the 16th and the 17th with the 27th and the 28th. How I did that, I have no idea. And the worst part is, the library app wasn't even the only thing that I got confused. Which I know, that's not good. But thankfully it was nothing major that I had to worry about. Oh, I didn't win 3 games against the AI? Oh, let me go ahead and fix that. Yeah, let me just... No, sorry. Not Summer of Sports. Why would Summer of Sports break down? Okay, well, Summer of Sports would be alright for a brief bit. But yeah, there was this project that I'm proud of, and they're like, hey, you know, would people be available on this day or this day to, like, talk about the stuff that we have been like focusing on. I'm like, I'd be good for both those days. And they're like, okay, great, good to know. And then like recently I've been like messaging them, be like, hey, are you gonna drop the second thing? And then they haven't responded. So then like today I messaged them, I'm like, hey, you know, what time are we doing the thing today? And they still didn't respond. And then I realized, oh, I got the dates wrong. And I was like, I can't believe I did that. I'm so dumb. No wonder they're not like responding. It's because like I've been so focused on like assuming it was today that I didn't reread the messages to like see, oh, duh, you know? So yeah, that was completely my bad. It was dumb. Anyway. They did not use that pocket to their advantage. Or like the free ball to their advantage. I don't know if I'll be able to like get one. Maybe. Nope. Oh well. But yeah, it was just so unique. It really was. But I did manage to find a book on Libby that I'm listening to right now, and it's not the worst thing. So I was listening to one, and oh, that's right. My goodness. All right, the premise was really good. It was about how like this dude is like crushing on a superhero, and then lo and behold, like apparently the superhero like comes and finds him and whatever. And like this seems really cool, but it did this thing where it just focused on his high school life. Like, I see you. It focused on the high school life for like 3 whole chapters. I'm like, what the heck? And it was like first chapter, okay, I get that, you know, we're introducing the characters, whatever. Second chapter, okay, going a little bit long on here. Third chapter, I'm like, I'm done. No. And I know, okay, so here's the thing. I might be getting judged because I'm very picky about my books. And believe you me, I'm not a judge a book by its cover kind of person. I am a like look through like the description and see what tags it's been given, and then just like be like, okay, cool, let me go ahead and like give it a shot. But if I listen to an entire chapter in the audiobook and then have and then have no idea what was said, I'm like, okay, yeah, obviously I was not paying attention. I think I'm alright without this. That's with me listening to it. The thing is that, really, this got, okay. The thing is that with regular books, it's a little bit worse-ish. Kinda. It's really hard to describe, because I can read books, and dope. I've seen me do it. I've seen myself read books, and I am able to. It's gotta grip me. It either has to grip me, or I have to like be wanting to give it a shot. Like I tried reading Western romance, and I'm like, it's okay. It's not for me per se, but like I get it a little bit. And they're like, read the sequel. I'm like, no thanks, I'm alright. But there's this one where I've tried both the audiobook and the regular book, and it's a historical fictional romance, and I my goodness, I just can't. I really can't. It like talks about like a bunch of stuff happening and like describing the setting, and that I just can't. Quite honestly, that is the part that absolutely kills me, when they spend way too much time describing the setting. That happened to me with Hunger Games back in middle school. where they were like describing the setting so much. It was like on the train ride or whatever. I'm just like, oh, what even? Like, I read 3 pages and I'm like, I have no idea what any of this just told me. That also happened with Twilight. I remember trying to read Twilight and like it started like describing the places, and I'm just like, I don't care. I want a dialogue heavy book. I don't want this, you know, looking at all this stuff and what have you, and trying to like understand why the wind is this way or da ba da ba da ba ba. I'm like, I don't care. I just want the drama. Like, it amazes me how I was able to get through Flowers in the Attic, which that's a book. Get the hand out of my face. But I got through Flowers in the Attic, and then I believe I read the second one, and then stopped at the third. Yeah, I know I definitely read the first 2. I want to say I stopped at the third one, and then, yeah. So I've been going through and trying to find like the audiobook or whatever, and are they about to give us the win? They sure are. All right. We got the goal. Let's go ahead and handle this laundry. But I found that there was a movie of the Flowers in the Attic, and I would love nothing more than to like sit down and watch the entire series of the Flower in the Attic, because so I have the collection of the first 5 books. The thing is, the author died. Yeah, I know, boohoo, so sad. But the author died, and then the author's daughter continued the series, and I'm just like, what are you doing? And my mom like read them, and she was like, yeah, no, it's a different style, and da ba da ba ba. And I'm just like, I started to like forget who people were in like the 3rd book. So like, I'm surprised how her daughter read through the entire series and said, no, I can work with this. Like, that is absolutely insane to me. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Sorry. Hi, I'm Dave from Boy in a Band. Some YouTubers, you just like memorize their intros because they do it like every time. Or like, how many of you memorize YouTubers' outros? That's what I really want to know. Because I know I definitely have one, like, locked and loaded. And it's the, hello, fast talk, hello, fast talk, you want me to help you, or, huh? There we go. Okay. Anyway, the one that I remember is from Paint. P-A-I-N-T, subscribe. Alright. That's just a fun little one for me. Man, the fact that we're gonna have to like build up so much money again in order to get all this stuff, it's insane. But I believe we can do it. And when there's a will, there's a way. And when there's a way, you lack the K. Yeah, give me that money. I will say, it is kind of weird how, like, they kind of, like, vary in numeric amount. Y'all good? Okay, good. I'm just checking, because remember how I didn't. Also, how weird is it that we completed Wood Gal's adventure, and it's just, like, 133. I'm like, okay, well, you know, that's fine, I guess. Well, meanwhile, Barknoid gets to, like, 250 in a heartbeat. Like, I guess because it's, like, playtime? No, that can't be it either, because we really spent a lot of time on it. So, I don't know. Oh well. But we're getting a lot of money anyway, so I'm not really going to complain too much. And I am still working on the stupid goals. As you know, we are like trying to get money from the laundry just to make it like a little less suspicious of like where we're getting the money from and like the potentially low ratings. Okay. I am a golf guy. Like, I do enjoy golf. Like, playing golf, not watching golf. You got... missed me with that. Yeah, I gotta get golf. Like, absolutely. That's one that I'm just like, I need that, quite honestly. Okay, I saw something going off. I doubt... Okay, yes, it is this. Yeah, I like golf. And I know, like, that's kind of like, you know, kind of thing. Really like golf? I'm like, yeah. Granted, I'm not good at it. I went golfing for real life. Definitely one time. I want to say maybe twice, but it was years apart. And when I went and when I like played golf the first time, we were all just like, you know what, it's whatever. Like there's one good person here that knows what they're doing. The rest of us like don't, so we're just gonna like go for it and just like have fun. And we did. Mostly because it was a work day and we were chosen as like the people to go up and represent the company while golfing. I know, super lame. And so I just spent like the time there. Did we finish? Yes, we did. Okay, great. Yeah, we just spent the entire day there golfing. And like it was by the time we finished it, or even a little later, it was like 6 p.m., like 2 hours past when we normally would like leave anyway. I want to play pinball. Alright. I was trying to remember the controls. It has been a once I played pinball, now that I realize it. Like, I'm trying really hard to think about the last time we played pinball, and I can't even remember it. Did I tell you about how my old job of employment had a Street Fighter 2 pinball machine? I feel like I didn't. But it was, oh my goodness. You want to talk about an unhealthy obsession? That was that for me, quite honestly. I would just spend so much of my time at that machine when no one else was there and be like trying to rack it up and trying to like beat the table. And I'm not good at pinball, as you can no doubt tell. But like you start to like memorize the muscle memory and like the trajectories of everything. I'm not saying you do this like after like 3 times, but like after like the 8th, 9th, and 10th time, you start to be like, okay, I kind of got this. Let me go ahead and like try to make this happen. And not attack vector. That's okay. Took machine full. Well, that's not good either. There we go. We got the warp. Fantastic. Yeah, you would go through and like there was a bunch of different areas, and when you hit like the area multiple times, then it'll like trigger a fight. And some of them were like on the LED screen where you had to like press the button at the right time. Some others were like, you gotta break the score in order to defeat the person. And it was so cool. It really was. Kind of makes me wonder if there's a Sonic pinball machine where like you gotta like get all the 7 emeralds and then fight Eggman. And no, Sonic Spinball does not count. I could already hear all y'all like, what about Sonic Spinball? I'm like, no, that doesn't count. Everyone knows Sonic Spinball is not a real pinball game. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not like real pinball. Like, yeah, it has very heavy pinball elements, but like, it's not. Okay, it's just not. So don't try to act like it is, because it's not. Granted, one of the first memories that I have of Sonic, or playing Sonic, was a mix between either Sonic Adventure DX, in fact, I'm almost certain of Sonic Adventure DX, Sonic Spinball, or Tak and the Power of Juju on the PS2. And all of it was like I can't recall the specific dates. I can only recall like seeing those things. It's like that's what I remember specifically. Anyway, that's all my little like video game memory shenanigans and such. Yes, I see the tech machine is full. I'm trying to wait until I die, dang it. Because I'm really hoping that I'm getting enough points in order to like break another mission goal to help Vostok pinball. get more money. I will say that I'm kind of glad that, I mean, yeah, it does take a while to be able to afford all of the DLC games that you want, like specifically the ones that you bought. But at the same time, it kind of helps you, like it motivates you to like keep going, so then like you get like to play them all. And that's like the main reason why I'm like, here, let me go ahead and before I do anything else, just go and get this final DLC one, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, there's the game over. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yes, I see that you are full. Is anything else full? You are not even close. Arkanoid. Fruit Crush. Not doing too great. Black Beaver. Bomb Dudes rolling in the dough. Yeah, I'm gonna make it like impossible for us to... Nope. My goal is to like be able to afford all the games so then we can like play them all. Because I want to say we're like at the end. The only other thing that they can possibly do is get another extension and then just like kick out all the machines. At which point it's like, hey, sorry. You know, Arcade's doing way better. Actually, that makes me wonder, should I go and pick up that phone to call him? I feel like I kind of should. Like, it's a weird urge, like, going through me. Like, it's not an impulsive thought, but it kind of seems like it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just keep doing it. But yeah, I feel like we probably should try to call. I don't know if it'll do anything, but, like, I don't know. We're gonna try it. Put the money away. Okay. Next. Okay, what about the most recent one? Is the most recent one the one that we just listened to? Alright, so we can't actually use the phone to call. Oh no! I'm so scared. Nah, I'm sure it's fine. And again, the Idiot's Guide to Personal Computing, it's really not much, but I guess I'll show it off. So what it is a music player where we can play all the songs, like even the ones that we haven't even bought yet. I'm trying to find the one that I know. Hold on. I know the name of it. It's dang it. My head is hurting. Okay, I guess it's not here. But there's a lot of songs here that I'm trying to get. Sorry, my head was hurting trying. Oh, okay, these are like the songs from like the machines or like other stuff like that. Then we have the video player where we can see like the intro again. Got the gameplay reveal, the trailer, live action. Okay, that's kind of cool. Alright, that's all pretty cool. Now for the gallery, it is a bunch of different, like, dang it. I know the word I'm trying to say. Posters. It's posters for the different machines that we have. You are Neox, the world's greatest hacker. It's your time to enter the blockchain. Bomb dudes, 2-player explosive fun. The guy, match 3 or more balls to make them pop. Communists from Mars, fight for freedom, defend the skies. Cyberdance, digital dance simulator. Champion darts. We got Fruit Crush, the world's most addictive fruit-based video game. I'd highly doubt that. Wood Gal's Adventure, the only arcade RPG. Yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it? We got the N-TV jukebox with over 50 tracks. We got Line Terror, which... yeah. We got Hustler. Racer Chaser. Shuttlecocks. Barkanoid. Help Zebby destroy the evil blocks. Barkanoid. Space Race Simulator, Stack Overflow, Strike Gold, UFO Assault, Vostok 2093, Woodgal Jr. You thought Wood Guy was fast. Looks like he has met his match. Zombat 2, Thumpa Gopher. There we go. And for the games, we have Solitaire and Minesweeper. Ooh. Okay, but we messed up there. There's a lot here, honestly. And there's 10. I'm trying to... Okay, there we go. Somebody's here. So, that's a flag right there. Because that is within the 1. Yeah, okay, great. With the 2... I just know that's 1. There can't be one right here. Sorry, let me elaborate as to how this is done. So, for every number that there is, you have to do like a little squaring ahead. So it's like 1, 2, 3. Sorry, it's like this. You have to do like this kind of box around the number. So if this is a 1, it means one of these outside squares here has a mine in it. And with that, you kind of have to go off of that. Dang. Okay, that definitely helps. We know those 2 are bombs. I gotta say that's 1, and that's 1. I hate when they do this. Gotta say that and that. Oh, no, I would have been wrong. Anyway, yeah, there's that in Solitaire. And yes, if you do finish a game of Solitaire on the computer, it does do the card thingy, which is like, woo, nostalgia, or whatever. But yeah. It's so weird, because like, oh, thank you. I would have missed that. It is weird, because like, when you have so many games, you start to be like, what game should I play? Oh, I should probably play the game of Get the Laundry Out of the dryer. That's probably a good game to play. Yeah, whatever. Not exactly doing this for fun, you know? Yeah, let's put them all away. Much better. Ah. Okay. We've done bomb dudes. Can't remember what the goals were for Thumpa Gopher, quite honestly. Remember the goals for Shuttlecock sucked. Smoke'em wasn't bad. It's just like I'm gonna have to like do that stuff. Okay, race for a total of 1,000 kilometers. I could. You know, I got some time. Let's go ahead and try that. Oh. You broke it down. Would you look at that? There you go. Much better. But yeah, at this point, we're already like towards the end of the game. So I'm like, you know, let's just go ahead and like do what we can. So I can like show off as much as possible. Because like it's clear. Like there's no other way to put it. Like we are getting close to the end We are running out of space. There's not that many more partitions or segments that we can like clear off in order to make space for more games. And that's okay. Because hey, the faster that we finish this, the faster I can like show you the next game, which I'm super excited for. In fact, I'm debating between like 5 different games as like, which one do I want to play next? But I know that I'm still doing Crash right now, so I know it's definitely not going to be a 3D platformer. Because you know, all y'all are having like enough of that with Crash. But still, it is fun. I do enjoy it. I love doing the... Stay tuned next time to see what the next game's gonna be. That always fills me with such joy. Because it's like... I kind of wish movies did that too. Where if they told you, hey, don't go anywhere. There's going to be a scene at the end of the credits. Just to tell you. Just to save everyone the time. To like sit and watch it. Like in the movie theater, I mean. Like that would just be like so helpful, but honestly. But they don't. Because, you know, why would they? I guess they just want people to like miss out on it, I guess. Or I don't know why they do it. I just feel like it would be so much better. And obviously we have Marvel to blame for it. They're the ones who like did the whole like end scene thing. Because they're like, oh, look at us being innovators. Yeah. I'm like, no, actually, you're being super annoying. Okay. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Like, I mean, I'm very, like, I'm split on it, quite honestly. Because on one hand, it is cool to, like, sit through the credits and, like, appreciate all the people that helped to make it possible. But at the same time, it's also kind of annoying when you sit there and, like, watch it all and there's nothing. Because there are people that tell you, hey, there's not an end credit scene. You're like, psh, yeah, there is. There has to be. And then lo and behold, they were right. And you're just like, well, now I look dumb. So thanks. And it's annoying. It really is. It is one of the worst things ever to have like someone to have a total stranger, nevertheless, be correct. But when they're wrong, oh, that's awesome. You're just like, yes, thank you. Give me that sugar honey iced tea. Give me that watermelon sugar. Okay? I am loving it. I am ba-da-ba-ba-ba loving it. Subway, have it your way. That is not your slogan. Anyway, I couldn't finish the rest of that, but that's one person they're going to forever be ingrained in my head with the Taco Bell stealing everyone else's slogans. That's just gonna be like in my head forever, quite honestly. I feel like we've gone like farther here than like in any other attempt that we've gone through, which is pretty cool. Because again, we don't have to like go through and get all of the items unlocked. It's cool if we did, but at the same time, we don't have to. But still, it is nice just like go through and like, I don't know, do a little skirt and just see like how much farther we're able to go compared to like all the other times that we like played this previously. And yeah, unfortunately we have another turn coming up. He's making a right turn! I'm like, I know I am. But don't worry, I made it. I would say though that the magnetic pickup is obviously not magneting. It's not doing the thing. Barkanoid broke down. Oh no. I gotta go and let this end for it to like save. So hold on, Barkanoid. I'm coming. Help is on the way, dear. Help is on the way. I kind of wish there was like a button to press to just like stop it, but oh well. Hey, great. We can't do the pickup radius, but we're definitely going to do the acceleration. Hey, right. Hey, help is on the way, dear. Help is on the way. Barkanoid, my love. How could you let this happen to you? I take such good care of you. There we go. Oh, that little squeak sound that it made, that reminded me of Ed, Ed, and Eddie, the Misadventures. That's what that did. Like when you're in the sewer and fighting off the rats, you go. I did it horribly wrong, but just imagine like that kind of squeakiness from the cockroaches. But that's one game I don't think I could ever Let's Play, quite honestly. Ed, Ed, and Eddie and the Misadventures. Like, I have a lot of memories of playing that game, but goodness me, like, it starts to become, like, super vague as to what you're supposed to do, and the levels just get bigger and bigger to the point where you're like, what am I even doing here? Like, I'm so confused right now. And yeah, so. Not to mention, I never knew where all the sandboxes were to get all the little costume parts. So, again, that's just like that's just a me issue. Like, that's nothing against the game itself. It's just, you know, they're collectibles for a reason. You're supposed to be trying to collect them. That and the other thing was getting all the jawbreakers, and I was like, really? You want me to get all the jawbreakers? Like, you know that costs money, right? And like, yeah, that's the point. Like, okay, well, I don't think I'm going to be playing a game for that long, but, you know, proud of you for having that kind of mindset, I guess. You know, congrats. We don't have enough for another little machine here, unfortunately. We do still have a minute left. Let's go ahead and fix blockchain, just so we can, like, try to, like... Because I want to try to, like, get as much money as possible so we're able to move on to get another machine, if possible, just to try to like eliminate the potential of that not happening. Let's do a tech factor. I feel like we haven't given this one any love. But yeah, so do you have any games that you are like you swear off trying to complete because like you just lost interest and or continue to lose interest at the same parts every time? I can nail it down to, I want to say specifically, episode/mission 4. That's the one that like always gets me, where they go to like the Karen's house. That's one where I'm just like so confused as to what I'm even doing. And I'm just like, huh? Yeah, that's the one that I'm specifically like, okay, this is why I stop. But yeah, no, but I'm not gonna follow up with, hey, maybe I'll try. No, it's not gonna happen. I can tell you that right now. It is not gonna happen. I'm not going to magically like get that game because it is stupid expensive. I don't know what it is about like TV show video games, but they are like so expensive for whatever reason. I'm like, why? Like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Futurama. I'm like, why are you so expensive, my dudes? Why? It makes no sense. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I feel like there should be a market that like buys the used games and then just like sells them like digitally for a lot cheaper. You know, like Steam, but for like all games. Because a lot of people want to go through and like play these games like legally, but at the same time, I don't think Silent Hill is worth $150 on PlayStation 1. You know, I think there's like a line you draw at some point and you're just like, yeah, no, I guess I'll just wait for it to go down, I guess. Or not. You know, I don't really have a choice. So, can't do a whole lot about it, unfortunately. You can only just like try to wait it out. Or hope for the developers to release a port at the very least. Like, I feel like a port wouldn't be asking a whole lot. I feel like that's a normal thing to ask for. But no, just nothing. Okay. Well, we got to round 2, and the business is closing, so let's go ahead and do a little last second roundup before we have to, like, skedaddle the paddle. Again, I'm not hoping that these do very well. I mean, what am I saying? I'm assuming they are not going to do, like, super well. But that's just, like, because they haven't had a lot of time Like, they've only had an hour, if that. So, like, I'm assuming we're going to be getting, like, you know, pennies. I will say, I would like to do the Katamari series. I feel like that'd be fun. But fun for me. I don't know how fun it'd be for everyone to watch, but I like it. Tetris Attack, I love to show that off. I need to, like, get back and doing, like, the one-off videos with, like, Tetris Attack and On the Ball. And when I tell you I would love to do an On the Ball Let's Play, I mean it. That is, like, my favorite SNES gem that I've ever, like, found. I found it, like, at a little store or whatever, and, like, we got it, and then I got home and played on. I fell in love with it. I truly did. I'm like, this is awesome. And I just played it so much. And, like, it's hard to beat, quite honestly. But I would love to, like, write down the passwords and try to beat all the levels. Because there's so many levels. Okay, 7281. Hey, look at that. Let's get Meteor Madness. Okay, we have done our goals. So, it looks like we are able to go ahead and head out. There's no laundry in here, right? I'm just checking because it kept saying I had laundry in here. Anyway, I've gone ahead and wasted 46 minutes of your time. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Bye, my sweet bears.